Welcome back, everybody, to episode 7 of 220 takes. We got, you know us by now, and you probably know Mitch by now, but we have a new face over here. Evan's brother, Owen. Say hi, Owen.
Going on, guys? Certified Green Bay expert here, joining the call. Provide some support for America's team.
Don't know if they're America's team, but another Packers fan in support of Evan. He felt as if he was getting outnumbered.
Evan felt that he didn't have enough expertise, so he needed to call in the big guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing it this episode, though. I got some key points I want to bring up.
I have some key points too, actually.
I always got some key points up my sleeve.
And what body armor flavor was that?
Oh, we got sponsored by Body Armor, 220 takes. Here we got the orange mango.
Okay, mango. Okay. Let's just jump in here. Why don't we?
Yeah.
Chronologically. Bears game happened first, so we'll start talking about that one first.
Yeah.
4 in a row.
Feels good.
How are we feeling? First time winning 4 in a row since 2018.
I forgot what a loss is, man. Never heard of her.
Although last year at this time we were also 4-2. Is there a difference between last year's 4-2 and this year's 4-2?
100%.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, explain.
I'll let Mitch go first.
You guys get your points out. I got some notes here. Once you're done.
I usually have the first word. Mitch, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, basically, last year we were 4-2. I mean, I wish I had the schedule pulled up. Do you guys remember?
I can find it.
I think.
I'm gonna look
the Titans week 1.
Yeah, I think it was pretty similar. You guys played some pretty trash teams and won a bunch of games, and then played some teams.
Lost to the Commanders.
Yeah, that was the first.
Was that our second loss?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That was our third loss. We were going into the Commanders game 4-2. That was our third loss.
Yeah, I got it right here. Let's see. Preseason. Oh wait, where's the Titans game? Yeah, we lost to the Texans week 2.
Yeah.
That's when CJ Stroud little broed.
Yeah.
Caleb. Then we then we lost to the Colts the week after.
Mm-hmm.
Then we beat the Rams, Panthers, Jaguars, and then that's when we lost to the Commanders, and it went downhill.
Yeah, one thing I would
tremendous losing streak.
One thing I would say is even when we were 4-2 last year, the leadership was strongly lacking. I know the culture wasn't really all there. The big difference between Eberflus and Ben Johnson is that Ben Johnson knows how to lead the locker room. He knows how to talk to them. And Eberflus, he wasn't head coach material. And we knew that at that point already, even being 4-2 or not. And, I would always say that he was a great defensive coordinator. He was struggling so far a little bit in Dallas this year. So, but yeah, I just didn't think he had what it takes to be a head coach.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, I kind of just feel like we got to the point where we were just satisfied with winning ugly. Like, because we've recently had some ugly winnings, but Ben Johnson seems like he's still focused. He wants to get things right. Eberflus was kind of just like, okay, we won. Who cares? Like, move on to the next game type mentality. Whereas, Ben Johnson, I feel like, is still trying. Like, if things aren't perfect, man, dude, he's going crazy.
Yeah. I think
definitely.
Go ahead.
He's definitely building a culture that makes people want to be a part of it and want to play for him, which is why I think there's a significant difference between last year and this year so far.
Yeah, I think that the leadership is definitely better there. The only thing that I would say is like the concern is that I feel like you guys. It hasn't been that hard of a schedule this upcoming week. If Lamar's playing, it'll be a good test, even though they are only a one-win team. I think they're better than their record. maybe. But it's like, it just seems to me like, the run game has gotten going these past 2 weeks, but like everything outside of that seems like you guys have to get all of these takeaways to even beat some of these bad teams. And like, even then it's like still, you're barely beating them.
Bad teams.
Yeah,
we beat the
Saints,
Cowboys.
We beat the Lions.
Did you beat the Cowboys?
I mean, that's not looking as bad.
Keep going.
To be honest, though, that isn't looking as bad.
No, you're right,
of a tie.
though. You are right.
That isn't looking as bad of a tie as, because I mean the Cowboys' offense is like arguably the best in the league right now, and Dak is playing arguably like the best quarterback in the league. Although some people say it's Baker, they just lost.
Right. But, you can't expect to get that amount of takeovers a game away. So they definitely. But
at the same time, I'm just saying that I'm not bought in. Like, I'm not, obviously, why would I buy into the Bears? But like, I'm not bought into they are a solid team yet because of. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm just saying that I don't think that they've played anybody and shown me like, okay, we can win like in a drastic measure, like to where it's like, okay, we won this game and there was never like a worry. Where I think that the offense is so up and down as far as like Caleb being consistent, and like I just think there's too many ups and downs. I don't know.
Yeah, we should have put up like at least 40 on the Saints. But
I do think our defense though has locked in and found their
identity.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of the pros I put for them actually.
I do think they're also pretty underrated coming into the season, they were not ranked that high defensively wise, and through those first 2 games, they let the Lions score 52 on them, so it wasn't looking too good. But ever since then, Dallas with the high-powered offense held them to 14, won that game, and I would say that they won us, if not most, the majority of our games with the takeaways that they were able to get.
All this about Jalen Johnson, by the way.
How do you guys feel about my QB comparison with Spencer Rattler? I was basically saying a couple of weeks ago that they're almost the same QB, and looking at their QBR and quarterback rating from last night, Spencer Rattler with a 30.1, Caleb with a 19.5 QBR. And then as far as quarterback rating, Spencer Rattler with a 66. Caleb
it was Caleb's worst game of the season so far.
Yeah, it was very bad.
It was his worst game. I think
he's played. So you think it's just an off game? It's not. They're not.
I don't know, because what I saw a lot more of, and I obviously heard this on something else too, was Caleb ran a lot less this game. Because I know a lot of people, when he was like just out of the pocket and he scrambled for yards, people were yelling at him to look downfield. It looked like the entire game he was looking and kind of forcing or trying to make a throw instead of just taking off. So I definitely think something happened this week that kind of made him rethink about everything he's doing. But I don't know. Hopefully Ben Johnson and him sit down, watch that film, and I felt like he was just kind of in his head this game. I don't know, but he looked very off.
I missed the 2 fumbles. Were they actually his fault, or were they like a bad snap?
One of them was
I know one was a bad snap. One was a bad snap.
Okay.
That was on the center. And then
there were a lot of bad snaps.
Because they give Dahlman here. They didn't give him a fumble, but they gave him a fumble recovery. So I think that one where he hiked it and didn't give it to him, I think they're counting that as Caleb's. I don't know.
Kind of seems stupid that the bad snaps count as a fumble for the QB.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even notice that.
I mean, I think that this week will be a very good telltale sign of where they're at.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I think if they compete with them, and depending on how the Ravens look, if they compete with the Ravens, I think so too. I think that'll be a really telltale sign of where they actually are at, like in terms of like, the rest of the league. I don't know.
All I know is they better throw a spy on Lamar. Because Daniel, I don't know if they threw a spy on Daniels. Maybe that had something to do with him being injured. But he could have ran all over us.
I've actually been Bears lover these past couple of weeks. All my friends have been down in the dumps, like, oh yeah, we're not getting our hopes up. We're going to lose this game. And I'm like, Even back in the Cowboys, I was like, you guys could probably beat the Cowboys. Like, I don't think they're that good. And then you ended up beating them. They said the same thing about.
I don't know. It's been a fun couple of weeks for sure.
Well, with the run game too, like DeAndre Swift is
Yeah.
broken out, and with all the swirling trade rumors, were we going to dish Swift?
Yeah.
I would be fine with keeping him now. He's been playing amazing, and then even bringing in rookie Kyle Monangai, giving him more touches because he's been playing great too. I think they without a doubt should give him more touches. We could have a almost a Gibbs Montgomery deal with these two guys. I feel like just the way that they both have been playing.
Roshan got a couple touches too, and he did the most of it out of his opportunities. So, I mean, three good running backs to have in a room is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was great to see Jake Moody perform again.
Yep.
I do believe Cairo will be back this week.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
It'll be interesting to see though what happens there. I feel like low key Jake Moody's kind of been out there being like, "Give me this job."
Hey, but if Cairo misses,
the Packers and Bears have the kind of like a same situation going on right now with their kickers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Packers have a good back.
Yeah, like they.
He just broke the franchise record last week.
Oh, really?
Just signed
what's his face was out?
Yeah, he's been out for 2 weeks.
Oh.
And this guy has made a bunch of big kicks, like hasn't missed one. At the end of the half, with like 8 seconds left, Jordan Love threw like a 22-yard pass to get him into field goal range. It was a 61-yarder, and he drilled it right down the middle. It probably would have been good for like 65.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
Owen and Evan, good from 67 or?
Just ask the question.
McManus, do you think he's making that kick?
Yeah. I think so.
Yes, I would have confidence that he would make the kick. It's just that, like, I don't know. It's just hard to be like, how can you put a guy that comes in and makes so many big kicks? How can you then put him on your practice squad or even cut him and let the rest of the league, like, have, like, be able to sign him? If you got a guy like that, like McManus is like 32. Not that he can't kick till he's 40, but this new guy's 26 only. Like, you could have a long-term guy here that has the leg for a long time to kick those far field goals. So it's I don't think necessarily that. I think what they'll end up doing is sticking with McManus. They just gave him an extension in the offseason. So, like, that's what I think they'll do, but it's just kind of a tough situation that I'm happy that I don't have to make that decision. But because what if McManus comes in and then he just starts missing a bunch? Then you're like, okay, why didn't we keep this guy?
Yeah, because you think he'd probably get signed after this if we do.
Yeah, because like kickers, it's a thing where it's like, okay, they're great and everything when they're making it, but then once they start missing it, it's like, get this guy out of here. Like it's such a back and forth thing.
Yeah, I think McManus would have hit it. I've seen him make some pretty crazy kicks. I mean, that game we lost to Chicago, it was like freezing cold out, and when LaFleur mismanaged the clock, and we ended up bringing him in, calling a timeout and bringing him in to kick that. There's like a 56-yard field goal or something in the freezing cold. He like drilled it right down the middle. Probably would have been good from the same distance as Harvick.
Yeah, he's been good. It's just hard to say what you do there. So I wanted to ask everybody a question about the NFC North QBs in general. Obviously, you're probably going to put the person in the last spot, but where would you rank, like 1 through 4, the QBs in the NFC North?
I put the Vikings last, whoever it is.
Well, yeah, that's I think the obvious one. But I
go Williams. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would probably go Goff, Love, Williams.
That's Vikings. What I would do.
Is that what you would do, Mitch?
I don't know. At this point in the season, I'd probably put Love number 1. Okay, I put Goff, Williams.
I don't.
So I want to read this to you. I want to read these stats to you. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of EPA per play or anything like that, but it's basically EPA is like a way to tell. It's basically okay. EPA stands for expected points added, and it's one of the best ways to measure how good a player or team really is. And it every situation in football, the down and distance and the field position has an expected number of points teams usually score from that spot. So, for instance, if Jordan Love throws a 20-yard pass on a 3rd and 8, that will give him a positive EPA per play. But, like, let's say it's 3rd and 5 and Jordan Love throws for like 3 yards. It's like all about the situation, and it takes into account like if it's garbage time, if it's like real impact you're doing on like every single play to play. So it's, it can be for QBs, it can be for offenses. It's, if who's actually making winning plays, not just like the stats. Because I think that if you look at the overall stats, sometimes they can be very misleading, just like box scores at the end of the games. So I pulled these stats about all the quarterbacks. Well, I didn't do the Vikings, but because I knew they were last. But okay, so out of 176 plays, that's what Jordan Love's had. Jared Goff's had 192. Caleb Williams 197. Jordan Love leads all three in efficiency at plus 0.3 EPA per play, which they say anything that 0.25 and above is elite company. And he's the only one out of all three of them with positive rushing EPA. So, I mean, Love has fewer total plays, and he has a better total EPA per play than Goff does. And he's tied for first with Daniel Jones this year in EPA per play. So, like, Caleb's at, let's say, total EPA per play. Jordan Love 52.9, Jared Goff 50.8, and Caleb Williams 10.5. So this Jordan Love's top 5, Jared Goff's top 10, and Caleb Williams is bottom 10 to 12. So like just it takes into account like the situation you're in, like, and it's not just like garbage time stuff. As Caleb Williams could have 230 passing yards, but if 75 of those passing yards are on plays where it's like 3rd and 20 and he gets 15 yards, it doesn't just be like, okay, he threw for 235 yards and Jordan Love threw for 200 only. It's about what kind of plays you're making under the circumstance you're in. So it just kind of, I'm just put that out there. Like it's a great stat, and a lot of teams use it to see how efficient they're being. So Jordan Love is having an amazing year this year. It's nothing against, but the one thing that they did say when I was doing the research on it is that Caleb's improvement from last year is very substantial from where he was.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people will put Jared Goff over Jordan Love. Like, and I think a lot of it, I think he's he's a system QB in my opinion. But
yeah, I was actually going to ask, which, I mean, that kind of answered my question, but I was going to ask at some point, because I know Jordan Love's leading, or like close to the top in a lot of QB stats. I was looking at it. I was going to ask if you felt that even though he's leading in those stats, you actually felt like he was having a huge impact on games. But I mean, that pretty much
because this measures it literally measures how much a single play helps or hurts your team's chances of scoring every single play.
Yeah, I was going to talk about it too when we talk about the Packers game, but kind of like how Jordan Love hasn't had any crazy yards like last week, or last game, 172 yards I think he threw, and he's being really efficient. But I'm noticing the play calling is like being designed for plays that are less than 10 yards. Like it looked like the average pass last game they said it was 7.2 yards. So it seems like we're kind of being really conservative for some reason, which I don't like, and it's not making any sense when we have
for you guys too,
a top 10 passing QB.
Yeah, that's been a theme. It seems like Packers being really conservative.
So we can talk more about
if we're moving into the Packer game.
Yeah, we can move on to that
for you guys.
if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, that's
we
fine.
wrapped up the Bears stuff.
Should we just me and Evan run down what we thought about the game first?
Yeah, do that.
You guys know
Yeah.
Well, I thought that, so when you look at this Cardinals team, you look at all of their losses where they've been leading at some point in the game, and they've played some good teams and been in good games with good teams, and they've lost their past They've lost all of their games by a combined 13 points. So these are games where they could go either way. I don't think that their record is as bad as what it shows, and I think Jacoby Brissett played really well, which I think is kind of like something I see a lot with the Packers when they play. When they play like a backup, they tend to like always make them seem like they're better than they are. I don't know what that is, but I think they're.
You think that's a defensive issue?
No, because I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a defensive issue because this is a top defense. Micah Parsons really showed why we paid him the big bucks. He basically won the game. He had 3 sacks, which is a career high for him. Some of the corner stuff is a problem, like Nate Hobbs. We just paid him a bunch of money in the offseason. I think, honestly, they should bench him. So that's concerning. That part of it is concerning, which I've been talking about for like the past however many weeks that concerns me. But no, the offense made every single play that they were supposed to. I think last year they had the highest drop percentage in the league. This year they have the lowest drop percentage in the league, so that's very good. A lot of teams, what I've been seeing they've been doing is Jordan Love he's a gunslinger. He's hunting for the big play. A lot of teams have just played too high on him, and they've just been trying to take away that deep ball. So I think that to Owen's point about being conservative, I think they are kind of making Jordan Love be patient and throw the ball and kind of hoping he makes mistakes. I think this year he's done an excellent job in his decision making, but he made every single play. When it mattered the most, in the end, he brought them all the way down the field. They went for it on that 4th down, made the pass to Tucker Kraft. He's had tons of different games where when it matters in the end, they need to take him down the field to score a touchdown or set him up for a field goal. He has done it. He did it in the Dallas game. I would say 2 blocked field goals away from being an undefeated team, and we still have the number 1 seed in the NFC. We would be the number 1 seed going into the playoffs right now, get the week or the first round bye. So I do think that we need to see this team elevate, but I know we've also seen them play at that high level, so I know they can do it. It's just playing complementary football when it matters. So I would have liked to see it be a not as close of a game as it was, but we'll see. We'll see how this. This could be a really, really good matchup this Sunday night. I'm looking forward to it.
We got a lot of similar stuff, so I'll just run down my pros and cons I wrote down last night real quick. Pros, run game looked decent for kind of a sick Josh Jacobs. I think he had 2 touchdowns, right? So pretty good performance by him. I thought the protection was looking a lot better than it had in recent weeks. A lot of good things on Love. Seemed to find open guys when they're open. Didn't make too many mistakes. Like Evan was saying, he looks really situationally strong. For example, that pass to Kraft on that 4th down. Defensive line looked really good. Kind of diced them up. A lot of sacks. New kicker looks good. Kind of nice to find kind of a diamond in the rough in that situation. And the last one was Golden. Seems like he's kind of emerging. He seems to be getting more targets and having more yards each game. Cons here. I'm more tough on my team than most people's teams, so I got some pretty tough ones here. Horrific play calling, I thought, on 3rd downs.
Yeah.
Kind of seemed like there was some runs that for some reason that we like. I don't know why we were doing this kind of a speed option to the right, or almost like a shuffle pass to the right on 3rd downs, like big 3rd downs. I don't know why we're not passing. Which kind of leads to my second point. It seems like we're trying to be like this run heavy offense when we have like a top 10 passing QB. Average pass, like I was saying, 7.2 yards. Though I was reading somewhere that it could have been because the Cardinals have a really bad yards after catch defense. So maybe that was a strategic thing where we're trying to get short plays and then get some more yards after the catch. Then I have a whole section here for Nate Hobbs. Passer rating 109.7 last game when thrown to him. He allowed 4 out of 5 targets to be catches for a total of 86 yards. Almost cost us the game in the fourth quarter with that holding call. This week he conceded the second most yards in the NFL. Third worst passer rating overall. His average rating is 120.9 when the ball's thrown to him. And we're paying him $12 million a year right now. So this guy is like an absolute bust. Like, I agree with Evan. He should be benched. He looks terrible. Me and Evan were joking before the game. We're like, Marvin Harrison really hasn't been doing much, but like, wait till Nate Hobbs is guarding him. And look what happened. Nate Hobbs had a great game. Or not Nate Hobbs. Marvin Harrison had a great game. Yeah. So I hate this guy. He's Kevin King reincarnate. I think he should be banned from Green Bay.
Yeah. Last point on this, but Owen was saying about like the run game and everything, and how I think they just need to rely on Jordan Love more. I was looking this up because I was interested, because a lot of people are saying Baker Mayfield was the top MVP candidate. I don't know after this game that just happened, but like when I was looking at the EPA per play, like Jordan Love tied for first, and then we got Baker Mayfield who's 10th, who's pretty far away in terms of his EPA per play compared to Jordan Love. So I think it just kind of shows like it can be a little misleading, even with like the Buccaneers, how they've had all these close games and everything like that. I don't know. I just think that the stats can be so misleading. And another stat that I saw was when Jordan Love has less than 2.5% or less than 2.5 seconds to throw the ball, he's completing 90% of his passes, which is by far the highest in the NFL right now. So I just think they just need to let him eat more, and they need to kind of make it more of a pass-heavy offense. I think it'll benefit them a lot.
Yeah, because maybe if they had the past few games, he'd be like right up there with the same.
Yeah.
Similar stats.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I got a couple things to say about the Packers right now. And after talking to, I talked to you guys too, but I talked to Ryan. I talked to Ryan about it because he's a big Packer fan. And you see posts on social media. I'd say the two biggest things, or I guess the two biggest concerns for the Packers, I'd say right now, even before the game, a lot of fans and people on social media were questioning Matt LaFleur's play calling, which, like Owen was saying, the third down play calling kind of was a little iffy against Arizona. I know, and even they had that where Dontavian Wicks reposted on Twitter or something, like a post about how LaFleur should rescind his play calling duties. But that's the thing on the offensive side, I think. But defensive, the cornerbacks, Nate Hobbs, Keyshawn Nixon, just they haven't. If the Packers had better guys, better defensive backs, it would be probably defense would be without a doubt, if not the best defense in the league, it would be a top, 3 defense. Yeah, even with the DBs that they have now, they're already up there. But it would be, a 9-day difference if they had guys that could card receivers.
And I know Evan brought that up, that's been a problem all season. And that's something that they would like to get fixed. But
and they are strongly.
At this point in the season, unless you make a pretty big trade for one of these guys, you're pretty much rocking with what you got. So you kind of got to hope that something can change either with Nate Hobbs or, maybe there's somebody on the practice squad that they can kind of elevate and play a little bit better than him, or you're making a trade for somebody at the deadline. But cornerbacks are, kind of that rare position where you don't really see a lot of the bigger names get moved around like that. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if they do make a move, or if they're just going to rock with what they got for the rest of the season, and that might end up being a problem for them.
Yeah, I just think next guy up.
They have been able to. I mean, with the pass rush they got right now, they've been able to scrape by. Essentially, just how the pass rush, how impactful it's been in these games. Micah Parsons, the guys that are bull rushing, that they're able to get to the quarterback and run through these offensive lines where the DBs don't have to do too much. Because the quarterbacks are the pressure that.
All right, we're back. Connor had to go and kind of cut out on us, but if Mitch wants to continue what he was saying, I know he was just saying about the offense play calling and then the cornerbacks in general, like that the Packers have kind of been scraping by. I don't know if you want to continue on that.
Yeah, just basically, it kind of works. It can work both ways with good pass rush. Good secondary, the Packers, not so good secondary right now, but with that pass rush, you don't really necessarily need a great secondary. And it can work vice versa too. Like if you're going to have a fantastic secondary, then you don't have to have such a good pass rush because, you got guys that are locking these guys up. So, but with the Packers though, they've been pressuring the QBs, getting to the QB quick. So that's been helping the lackluster secondary, I think.
Yeah, I think the one thing also that helps too is that I think our safeties are elite and they're one of the best in the league. So there has been a lot of take the top off the defense type of plays that I've been seeing. So that also helps. The past 2 games we've been seeing a lot where it's like, okay, we're just going to chuck it up to these good wide receivers, and hopefully they can come down with it, and they do. I don't think Keyshawn Nixon, in my opinion, has been playing that bad, but I think he has had some plays here and there, but it's mostly Nate Hobbs. But I think it is helping us that we do have good safeties, and they're not being able to get some of these explosive plays off on us. But I do agree, it's just like sometimes it is so frustrating when, the pass rush, they're not always going to get home. And then you get a pass and you're like, okay, where was Nate Hobbs? And you see the replay and he's just getting cooked on a comeback route.
It's always him.
Yeah, it's always him. It's like you just see, where's Nate Hobbs lined up at? Is Marvin Harrison or anybody? It's probably going to go to whoever he's lined up on.
Or PI or defensive holding.
The thing that was so frustrating about this last game was it seemed like we would win on 1st and 2nd down. But then on 3rd down, when it's like a 3rd and long, it's like we could not stop them. Like we could not stop. They just throw it up, and it's just we'd have these. It'd be Nate Hobbs, and he'd be guarding them, and they would just come down with these catches, and it's just so stupid.
Was that him last week that did the gritty on Jamar Chase and then got a touchdown thrown on him the next play?
No, that was Valentine.
That was funny.
Carrington Valentine, which I think that they should give him more opportunities. To be honest. I think the touchdown thrown on him was just that was just Jamar Chase being Jamar Chase. I think the play before that was good. But I think they need to give him more opportunities. Still a young guy, so I don't know. When it all comes down to it, this is your number 1 seed in the NFC right now, and I think 2 blocked field goals away from being, 6-0, and we'd be talking a lot differently about this. Yes, we've kind of after week 2 come down a little bit from kind of what our expectations were at the beginning. It's kind of weird like how the NFC is this year. Anybody can beat anybody, but we'll see as the season unfolds. It's kind of hard to make predictions right now, but
great game next week. They kind of screwed it up by having that game in Pittsburgh and not in Green Bay.
I know
they dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, that would have been a huge game.
Which did you see
also
the uniform
fun to go to? Yeah, the uniform. They're doing the
yellow helmets.
Really?
Is it Packers white out and
the Packers?
No, both teams are wearing yellow helmets.
Are they? I thought Packers were on white out.
Packers aren't doing white out.
Yeah, they are.
Not the helmets.
Yeah, they are.
I promise.
Yeah, I thought they were.
I just saw a report about it today because both teams are going to be wearing yellow helmets. Packers wouldn't do a whiteout at an away game.
they're
Packers
doing
are doing all
they already
white
did
winter
it.
warning uniforms against Steelers.
Wait, no, they didn't.
Because of the yellow.
Yeah, because yeah,
When did they make that? Did they make that announcement recently?
yeah, it was like it was
5
like
hours ago,
5 hours ago, really.
or maybe no, yeah, 5 hours ago. Because the 1 day ago it says, oh wait, no, that's Steelers.
And oh, you can't see my phone, but in practice, they show practice photos. They're wearing their white helmets, so that means they're going to be wearing them.
Must have made that decision after the Steelers announced their uniforms.
But it was so stupid that the Steelers are wearing those uniforms versus the Packers, because it's like you want to see the vintage, like, you know, with Aaron Rodgers' last game, like playing the, you know, is playing the Packers. Like that's just one of those ones you want to rewind and watch like later
It's
in
kind
life.
of funny.
Like, you
He's
don't want to see
playing
him in
with the
those.
team he won a Super Bowl against for his last
It's
game.
actually kind of funny.
Green Bay.
It's funny.
Christian Watson is supposed to play versus the Steelers too, so that'll be nice to have him back.
Oh yeah, I was also going to mention Jaden Reed should be back in about 3 weeks, I think. So it should be interesting.
We'll have everybody back, but I think it's very underrated. The Matthew Golden, Christian Watson having on the same field, the type of speed that they bring, like it's going to be hard for teams to guard that. But yeah, I do think they dropped the ball not having it in Green Bay. Like it'd be, you know, Rodgers' last time being in Green Bay, it'd be a whole thing. Like money, I think too, like wise for the NFL.
Yeah, Sunday night money.
That would have been big.
Big game.
I mean, I think this is the most anticipated game. I mean, I could be biased, but I think this is the most anticipated game of the year so far.
Yeah, besides the Unk Bowl.
Besides what?
Besides the Unk Bowl. I see how.
The Unk Bowl was pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a few things before if Mitch wants to do the trivia. I got a few things that we could go through quick. It's overreaction or no overreaction, not an overreaction.
I like that.
Yeah, go.
Okay, I got like 6 here. Okay, so the Vikings should have re-signed Sam Darnold. Overreaction or not overreaction?
Ooh.
I think it's a good question for Mitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say hindsight's always 20/20. At the time, I would say I would stick with not an over. I mean, I would say overreaction. Just because with JJ coming back healthy, and there was really logically it didn't make sense to re-sign Sam Darnold, just because they were hoping JJ would come back, take over starting that. I mean, they drafted him, you know, first round pick in the draft. They were planning on him being the starter, but yeah, obviously, yeah. Now, I mean, I think it was week 2. He got that injury. He's been out since week 2. And they've been having to.
When's he supposed to come back? Did they say it all?
I think now he's day to day.
Okay.
They kind of soft benched him, I think.
Soft bench.
Well, it says he's questionable now for week 8. So he might be back this week. He might not be. But I mean, Carson I don't think. I mean, he's been playing all right.
Yeah.
But if JJ is healthy, I'd say, I mean, you got to put him back in.
Yeah.
Because JJ wasn't playing bad. I mean, he was player of the week 1. NFC player of the week. You know, and he's only played those first 2 weeks.
Was that
he's like one good quarter though?
Well, yeah, I didn't think he should have been player of the week, but they gave it to him. So, but I don't think there's no point in benching him at this point.
Right.
I would say let him play.
And my second one, I think this is a wild overreaction, but I'm hearing a lot of people saying this, and I heard it on the Pat McAfee show. They brought it up. The Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no,
that's an overreaction.
That's an overreaction. But that being said, whole NFL is wide open. AFC's wide open. NFC's wide open.
Yep,
for sure.
I think this is the most diverse season we've seen in the NFL in, you know, recent history.
Yeah.
There's no major number 1 team. Like there's
everybody's good.
Pulled away.
Yeah.
Anybody can.
That's the Jets. They're good
teams right now.
Yeah.
Besides the Jets. Besides the Jets, I firmly believe that anybody could be anybody. Nothing is like that far apart in the league right now.
Are they statistically eliminated? Probably not yet, but
0
No.
6.
1-7, right?
Starting,
Or they're
0-7.
0 7
0-7.
starting Tyrod Taylor. I'd say they're.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor is getting the start.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard. I think they are benching Justin
They
Fields.
are. Still crazy that people wanted us to keep Justin and draft Marvin. That would have been a disaster.
Hey man, maybe you guys ruined Justin Fields though.
Well, we probably did. Probably had sleepless nights every day.
It's third one here with Joe Flacco, or not Joe Flacco, not Joe Flacco. Without Joe Flacco. Oh yeah, with Joe Flacco, yeah. Can the Bengals win the AFC North? For some reason I was thinking
It's a pretty. What are they at? Are they 4-3 or are they 3-4? I'll look.
I think they're 4-3.
Can they? Can they? Yes.
or should they be the favorites to win the AFC
No.
North?
I think Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
They're second in the
in front.
division right now.
Yeah.
Because the Browns and Ravens.
Runner.
The reason for the question is because the Bengals just beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Kind of seems like
That's true.
if you throw Jamar Chase 60 times in the game, it seems like the Bengals is too good.
Yeah. And having someone who can actually throw the ball, makes a whole lot of difference.
I think they can. Will they? That's very tough to say right now, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, because then if the Ravens get Lamar back, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Bengals right now are a very week-to-week team. Like, you're going to see like a whole, a lot of variance, week to week with them. So yeah,
I mean, going the distance wise, like, looking at it as season wide thing, I don't think the Bengals right now have what it takes to win the AFC North. I just with the defense that they have right now is not a. I mean, then again, the AFC North is wide open right now. Anything can happen, but I think performance-wise, I don't think they have what it takes. And that offensive line too. I mean, with Trey Hendrickson out on the D line, that's a big loss. That's like their entire pass rush is Trey Hendrickson.
My boy. So. All right, last two here. Drake May is an actual MVP contender.
I'm still not sold on Drake May. I'm still not sold on Drake May. I mean, the completion percentage was awesome. Good for him. I've never seen a completion percentage that high, but I don't know. I mean, his stats are good, but they're not outside of completion percentage. I'm not being wild watching him play.
Number four in the league this year in EPA per play.
Yeah, but I'm not being wild. There's no wow factor. Maybe that's why I'm a little biased. I feel like I watch him play. I'm like, okay. He's looking like a little bit of a system QB. That's a little ridiculous, I know, but
I'm personally liking Baker. But
yeah, I'm liking Baker or Dak.
Were you liking Evan?
I do like Drake May. Obviously, I like Jordan Love, and I'm liking Daniel Jones right now too.
Ooh.
I think he's playing very, very well.
This is pretty good.
And honestly, I think Patrick Mahomes as well this year. You could make a case for. He's been doing it all himself.
Has a player ever won Most Improved and MVP in the same season?
You mean comeback player of the year?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
No.
That's a good question. But I do think Daniel Jones is a shoe-in for comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones right now is a shoe-in for that.
Yep. That'd be
the last two I'll combine. I guess you could go either way. Should the Jets and the Dolphins both fire their coaches? Are they on the hot seat? Aaron Glenn.
Jets, no. Dolphins, yes.
I was going to say with Aaron Glenn, he kind of just got there. So
yeah.
If you fire Aaron Glenn,
unless he goes like 0-17, or like
it'd be a lot worse if you fire him mid-season rather than waiting for the season to play out. But even if you fire him after his first season, it's just you're putting that organization back, another handful of years. I mean, look at Dan Campbell in his first season with Detroit. They were 3 and
yeah, it wasn't good.
I think they only won 3 games that year, his first season. So it's you have to give it time. Yeah, at least give him a year or two to get adjusted. Because if you look at the Jets' track record, their past coaches, they gave Saleh, Salah. How many seasons did he coach? Two seasons with the Jets.
Two.
Yeah, that's not even two is not enough especially for a first time head coach. It I don't know. I don't think Aaron Glenn, but I could see the Jets firing them because they're the Jets, and that's the organization that they are. Is that they just can't seem to get over the hump of being a successful football team.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, Mike McDaniel, I think his time's ticking. I think he's.
You think he's an OC, future OC?
Yes.
Yeah,
he'd be an awesome OC somewhere.
I could see that. I just don't think he can lead a football team being the head coach.
I also heard Penn State needs a coach, so
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's Aaron Glenn's fault. In the end, it's the quarterback situation they got going on there, and a couple other things too. But like,
they've got a couple close games. So
I think too, it's just like they're kind of cooked because like who do you like that's coming into the draft this year? Even if they have the first overall pick, like who do you like as a quarterback?
I don't even know because Drew Allers, does his stock fall with being injured?
Yes.
Drew Allers cooked. He is cooked.
Archer doesn't look good. He's eligible,
stay.
but
there's no way Archer goes in the draft.
I think Archer's going to stay another year, but Aller's going to be.
He has to.
Do we see a top 10 QB, like a pick?
No. Like they're better. They're better off just pushing
Carson Beck. Did they take a chance on Carson Beck?
I think Tommy Castellanos could be top 10.
That's not ridiculous.
No, maybe that boy from Vandy, man, Diego.
Diego gets a shot in the big city.
A bunch of coin flips, though. Like, I think they're better off.
You're drafting definitely on potential for a lot of them.
They're better off just pushing it back, their rebuild back another year, and hoping Arch shows a lot more promise. And,
or they sign someone.
I don't know. Like, trading their number one pick for a haul or something. Like,
I gotta look to see who. I don't know if I could totally be wrong, but I don't know if there's any generational players or talents even coming into this draft class. I don't know.
Or they make a move on Shedeur.
This is going to be a weak draft.
I like that. I do like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's been a while since we've seen a draft with this lacking of known elite guys. Yeah, elite guys.
I think in a couple of years there'll be a good draft.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of good sophomores.
Yeah,
because like Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith, or are they?
There are a lot of true freshmen right now that are playing really well. So I would say maybe that might be a good draft class for quarterbacks. Yeah. The freshman class right now.
Yeah, Bryce Underwood. Yeah. Never know.
Bear Bachmeier out of BYU. I think he's having a great year.
Oh, Bachmeier. Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're better off. I think they're just better off chalking up this next year as well, and then just
keep
trading, getting a haul, trust the process. But they gotta be patient.
Did they even get a haul?
They gotta understand. Yeah, they gotta understand that they put themselves in this position year after year, and that it's time to make a change. And kind of, you're gonna have to be patient with it.
I'd consider trading for one of these rookie quarterbacks that were drafted this past year, like Riley Leonard,
Shedeur,
Shedeur. Yeah, like you guys were talking Shedeur. That what's his name from Ohio State went to Pittsburgh. Howard.
Yeah,
I would even Will Howard. Yeah, I consider maybe trading for one of those guys or something where they have no shot of taking over as a starting job where they're at right now, like Riley Leonard, Indianapolis, Daniel Jones.
Maybe get Mac Jones over there.
Yeah, Jones.
Just to tide you over, or Kirk Cousins to tide you over till to give you a shot at least.
Well, nobody's going to buy out Kirk Cousins' contract, so I think.
Well, the Jets might. The Jets might.
This mock draft has the Indiana quarterback going first overall.
Trade up and get Billy Edwards Jr., man, Wisconsin legend.
Who?
Wisconsin.
I could crash. We need to just clean house in Wisconsin right now, is what we need to do.
I think their coach is 15 and 17 or something.
They got shut out against.
Yeah, what do you guys think about Fickle, man? Is Fickle, is he out the door, hot seat?
I don't think everything is his fault, and I think he got dealt a bad hand for sure, but...
Send him to the DMZ, dude. Send him to the DMZ.
and we've had a lot of injuries with our quarterbacks, but like these past 4 years of Wisconsin football have really like lowered us on the pedestal of the Big Ten. Like we are nowhere, even though Penn State fired their coach, we are nowhere near where Penn State is at. Like anybody that's wanting to be a coach at Penn State isn't going to want to be a coach at Wisconsin. So we just need to spend a lot of money getting a lot of good prospects to prop ourselves up and hopefully get a good coach that will come in and change it around. Because right now, we're looking like they might kick us out of the Big Ten with how we've been playing.
Yeah, Mr. Unlimited cursed us, I think, when he left.
It's the last good QB we had.
Hey, stuck around the Big Ten this whole time too, man. So I wouldn't get. Even though Northwestern's not been playing not too bad this year, but usually they're the bottom of the Big Ten.
The laughing stock of the Big Ten.
Yeah, but Wisconsin's approaching that.
We don't even have a good running back this year. Like when has that ever been the case?
Shoot, yeah, that's true.
It's not even, you can't even watch them. That's why I chose Notre Dame this year.
Yeah,
Notre Dame fan over here.
Look at them going after some past comments that were made.
Yeah, I did make a comment last year saying that. What did I say?
They're a bunch of babies,
Yeah,
which I agree with. They are a bunch of babies. They need to join a conference.
It's all true. It is all true.
Let me hear it go Irish, man. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Hit the pose, man. Hit the pose.
Fight! Irish!
Sensational, man. Sensational.
Really plays.
Listen, I called it. They went down 0-2. I said, hey, just watch my Fighting Irish. They're going to be battling back. They're going to be in the playoffs.
They did beat USC.
They got that 12 seed now.
Fan.
Yeah, they did. They did beat USC. That was a pretty good win for them.
You know, I like about the Irish that I've maybe come around is that they're kind of like the Packers, man. They're an oddball from the rest of college or the rest of the league. They don't belong to anybody. They're just in a little conference / they're not. Packers aren't owned by anybody.
What are we talking about?
So like they're basically the same. The Notre Dame is the Packers of NCAA football.
Oh, because they never win anything? Except for the 1 year?
No, because they're independent. Just like the Packers.
What makes Green Bay independent?
They're independent from the rest of the league because they don't have a money-hungry owner who's trying to control them. And the Notre Dame doesn't have money-hungry conferences like the ACC, SEC, Big Ten trying to control them for these media rights and forcing them to do stuff.
$5 million
to have money-hungry GMs and front office members. I mean, you guys still have a front office. You guys still have guys that are on payroll.
Yeah, but not if you're not people who are worried about like making more money, like as far as owning the team, and it's like an investment to them.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame is like the Patriots of Green Bay's.
I agree with that. Don't ask me to explain it, but I agree with that.
What is with all these analogies, man?
It's like I was telling Evan the other day, Rajon Rondo is the Michael Jordan of Dennis Schroeder's, man.
I'm telling you, Notre
he's
Dame
like the Michael Jordan of Lou Williams.
Actually,
he's the Lou Williams of Lou Williams.
We're like, yeah.
I Mitch, ask us some trivia, dude.
Are we ready for trivia?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, nobody.
Is there anything else wanted to cover?
I mean, I feel like who's listening? What you want to? I'm just saying, like, who's listening? That's like not a Bears or Packers fan that wants to hear us talk about.
It's fair enough. There's like 5 comments about any of the other games.
I mean, yeah, like I went through all the stuff. Like we talked about some. I mean,
I
if you
like
want
the overreactions. Yeah, I like that. I don't even
know.
We
don't have to talk about this for that long, but I just wanted to bring up Milwaukee dropping 4 straight to LA.
Oh yeah,
for them to go to the World Series.
Yeah.
And now we got Toronto, so it's Toronto, LA World Series. How about we name our picks for the World Series? Who do you guys think are gonna?
Give me the Jays.
The Dodgers are going to win.
I just don't want the Dodgers to win again.
Yeah,
The first game already happened, right?
No, game 1's on Friday.
Game 1 is
All
Friday.
right, I got Blue Jays in 5.
Ooh.
I think I gotta go Jays in 7, man.
Jays in 7. I like that.
Dodgers in 4.
That's not ridiculous to say.
Maybe, but Shohei's juicing, man. And test his pitch.
Evan's the resident Brewer fan here. Any thoughts on the series and final thoughts on how the season went?
Yeah, I think that in the end, I know that we did beat the Dodgers quite a bit in the regular season, and I was really impressed by just the season that the Brewers had in general. A lot of people were counting them out early on and didn't think they were even going to make it as far as they did. So I think that's a plus. Obviously, you want to see them go out there and compete a little bit in the end, but that's not really how it went. I was happy with the season, but obviously it's heartbreaking to kind of even lose 0-4. The Dodgers are they have so many good pitchers. Their whole lineup is stacked, and that just kind of showed. Shohei arguably could be the best baseball player of all time.
Greatest of all time.
I mean, who's an ace and also your best hitter too? Like, you can throw.
Yeah, he's really the LeBron James of Michael Jordan.
Game 4, he comes out, pitches insane, and hits 3 home runs.
Yes. That might be the greatest performance of all time.
Yeah, I'd have to probably agree with that too.
Let up no runs, and then hit 3 home runs.
And then you had Yamamoto pitching a complete game shutout, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that was game 2. So it's Dodgers. If you want to see how, or a reason to maybe instill a salary cap in the MLB, I mean, look at the Dodgers, because the Dodgers owner, to be successful in the MLB, you have to have an owner that wants to win, because you could pay an owner that has a lot of money too, because you could pay however much you want to any of these guys. These guys are going to go to the teams that are paying them the most money.
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to.
That's why it would have been so cool if the Brewers even made the World Series, because this is a team who if you add up all of their salaries, it's nowhere near what it's a small market team. It's nowhere near what the Dodgers are at. So it would have been just a super cool story to these guys who are they're all underrated. To be able to make it that far would be really cool, and I still think it's really cool how far they did make it. But I don't know, the Dodgers they were just playing their best baseball at the end now, so just hard to beat them at their best.
Sure.
NBA just started too.
No, great games yesterday.
My Warriors beat the Lakers.
Yeah, but the GOAT, my glorious king, was not on the court.
That out. Yeah, I think that was the difference, honestly.
Yeah. Thoughts about Bronny?
And my glorious prince, I think, sat out too, right? I think they both injured.
Yeah, they're both.
Did you see what happened in the game before?
Yeah,
with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and
it was tied after overtime. He gets the rebound. They have no timeouts. Stark tries to call a timeout.
He used the ball to call a timeout, as they do.
And then the time ran out, and all the Thunder players were like, he tried to call a timeout because that's a technical, right? And they get to shoot a free throw.
That would have been game over, because Shea's not missing that. She's not missing any sort of free throw.
Free throw expert.
Yeah. I literally think they're just we want more basketball, so they just ignored it. But yeah, that was kind of crazy.
All right, let's get to we don't have a lot of time left. Let's get to the trivia so we can, we don't have to start.
You got 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, I'll come get it in a second.
Okay. Who's so we just want to go Chris, Owen, Evan?
Yeah, that's fine.
That sounds fine.
And same setup. If Chris doesn't get it, then Owen can steal.
Yeah.
Owen doesn't get it, Evan can steal, and then we'll just move clockwise.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Are we doing first to 3 or first to 4?
3.
Probably 30. Yeah.
All right, first to 3. Okay. I'll start with Chris.
Okay.
Who was
Hands up,
the
man.
first? Who was the first player to rush for 2,000 yards in a single season?
In a single season. Was it? Oh, I don't. I feel like I'm so off. Because I don't think it was. I know I'm wrong. Was it Adrian Peterson?
That's incorrect.
I'm way too
It was
early.
Not Adrian
I'm way
Peterson.
too early. I'm way too
Owen,
early.
down to you.
You said you're too early, Chris? Like you're not old enough?
I think you need to go a lot farther back. I had another guess.
I got one more. I got to guess.
I'm going to go with Detroit Lions. Oh, no.
Too far back.
Yeah.
Wait.
Barry Sanders. I'll go Barry Sanders.
Also incorrect. It's not Barry Sanders. Back to Evan.
Was it the only other thing I'm thinking in my head is, was it LT?
That's what I was thinking.
It was not LT.
Whoa.
The correct answer back in 1973,
Oh.
when there was only 14 games in a single season, he still rushed for 2,000 yards. O.J. Simpson.
Oh. Should
Mm-hmm.
have known, man. Should have known.
All right, continue.
It's kind of like a Wilt thing. Probably didn't.
Where's the footage?
All right. So now we go to Owen. Owen,
Give me a layup.
all right. What year and which two teams played in what is now known as the Ice Bowl?
Oh.
You need me to give you the year? I don't know the year, but I think it was.
The two teams.
Was it one of the teams, the Bills?
You got to give me two teams.
Well, if one of the teams is not the Bills, I'll just pass.
Okay. All right, Evan.
So it's not the Bills.
It's not the Bills.
I was going to say the Bills.
I was going to say
I thought it was
Packers.
Oh, I like that.
It's not ridiculous.
Was it Packers Bears? No.
That's incorrect.
Well, I was going to say Bills, but clearly.
You got this was a Packer question, man. I'm surprised you guys don't know this.
Okay, so Packers.
Packers is one of the teams.
Okay.
It was in
Jeez,
Lambeau.
I didn't get that in.
I know it was in Lambeau. I just. Oh.
I think I know.
The other
I
two
know
doesn't
too.
even matter. Packers. Oh, why do I feel like it would be an NFC? Packers. No, it wasn't the Eagles. I'll just say Packers Eagles. I don't know.
No. Nope.
Oh, that didn't seem
Incorrect.
right.
Dallas.
Packers Cowboys.
Oh, it was Dallas. He knew it.
It was Packers Cowboys. Okay.
I thought it was like.
All right. Maybe I'll bring down.
Where are the layups at?
Yeah.
No, don't give Evan the layup though. You got to give him a really hard
Got
one.
like 6 minutes.
Oh yeah,
All right, Evan.
5.
it's first to one.
All right. What team did Hall of Fame head coach John Madden coach for?
Oh,
Lions.
Over to Chris.
Raiders.
It was the
yeah.
Raiders. It
Gosh
was
darn
the
it.
Raiders.
Gosh darn it!
Chris
I knew
has
that too.
one.
All right, speed round.
Speed round.
And
Hit
now
me.
Chris,
Hit me.
here we go. What team drafted Brett Favre?
Oh, the Falcons.
That is
Oh
two.
my god.
That's because
What
I
a
watched the
layup.
documentary. Let's go.
What a layup. What a layup.
All right, down to Owen. Down to Owen. Let's see. We'll stick with the team drafting. What team drafted Drew Brees, Owen?
Oh,
No.
there you go. That's a layup.
No, it's not.
My fool. You know, I'm gonna go outside the box here. Say the Colts.
That's not crazy. That's not a
Chargers.
crazy guess. Yeah.
It is the Chargers.
Colors were on point.
Evan's got one. Chris has two. Now we're back to Evan here.
Give me
Almost
your
fired Saints
question.
off, but I was like, that can't be that easy.
Give Evan a year question.
Oh, I would not know that.
All right. Who's the first African American head coach to win a Super Bowl?
I feel like
We're doing BLM right now.
Right. We're gonna run out of time.
to win. I don't know if I'm going to think of this.
I don't know.
Does
Keep
anyone
going.
know?
Chris,
It's Mike Tomlin.
know? Okay, no, it wasn't. Tony Dungy.
Oh,
Who the
yeah.
hell's
that
Tony
makes sense,
Dungy?
actually.
Oh,
Steelers,
yeah.
right? Maybe. I don't-
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Mike
All
Tomlin?
right.
To me. Okay, here we go.
It's crazy now.
Who's
Chris gets the shot.
who's the first tight end to record 1,000 receiving yards in a season?
But did we do this? No, that was the Hall of Fame.
If it's I don't Tony Gonzalez.
No, Owen.
Okay.
Rob Gronkowski.
Evan.
Was it Ditka?
Kellen Winslow.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. Okay.
All right, Owen. do I just give him a crazy layout?
Just go.
Yeah,
Owen, who's
just give it to him.
the NFL's all-time leading rusher?
All-time leading rusher?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Adrian Peterson?
No, Evan.
Was it Barry Sanders?
No, Chris.
Is it Emmett Smith?
Chris got it, man.
Yes,
Chris
bro,
wins.
let's go.
Oh,
Let's
Not Eddie
go,
Lacy?
Beast mode.
bro. Please.
All right, Chris stays undefeated.
Let's go.
that's true.
I get at least one layup per
Man,
per
God
trivia.
forbid a
That's my
man wants to eat.
contract.
Yeah, the Brett Favre one, that was...
Hey, if I didn't watch that documentary though, I would
Well,
have had no
shoot, man.
clue.
I figured it would definitely be a layup if I gave it to one of you guys, Evan or Owen. So
Yeah.
I just figured maybe I'll ask Chris that.
I would have had no clue if I didn't watch his documentary. Which
Damn.
shout out Brett Favre.
Oh, that's all right. That's
the
all right.
best here, man.
It's fine. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I
It was a fun episode.
Yeah, that was
It
fun.
was it was different. I like that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Who do the Bears play this week? The Ravens.
Yep.
Baltimore
Bears
Lamar
play the
plays,
Ravens.
we'll see.
at the bank.
That'll be a good game. We got an exciting Sunday night: Packers, Steelers.
Hey, go
So-
Ravens.
Go,
Go
I want to root
Ravens.
for Rodgers, bro. I don't even know who to pick. Maybe they'll tie. I want them to tie.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
the Steelers. What?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
2 ties
Yeah.
would be crazy.
So yeah, it'll be. We'll have our takes on it next week. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But that's been another episode of 220 Takes. Thank you to our guests, Mitch, for coming on again, and Owen.
Yep.
We'll have to get you guys back on maybe next week. Talk about the big games. But
Sounds
other
good,
than
man.
that, we'll see you next week.